Lord Krishna was the 8th avatar of Lord Vishnu. Lord Krishna is a prime Hindu god and the most popular avatar of Lord Vishnu, to protect Dharma and to spread peace and love on earth. The name Krishna was given to him because of his color. In Sanskrit, Krishna means the color of dark. Krishna is portrayed as an attractive young boy with bright eyes and divine glow on his dark or blue skin, playing a flute. Birth story of Lord Krishna. Krishna was the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. Devaki was the sister of Kamsa and daughter of King Ugrasena of Madhura. King Kamsa was a cruel and he was known for his brutishness. He arranged the marriage of his sister Devaki with one of his deserving friend Vasudeva. After their marriage, when King Kamsa was about to bid farewell to Devaki Vasudeva, he decided to ride the marriage chariot till Vasudeva's home. While he was riding chariot, he heard Akashavani that he will be killed by Devaki's 8th son. Hearing this, the evil Kamsa tried to kill Devaki with his sword. But Vasudeva stops him and convinced him, saying that they will submit their 8th child and he can do anything to him. Kamsa imprisoned Devaki and Vasudeva. He even imprisoned his father Ugrasena. Kamsa imprisoned the couple and he killed each and every child of Devaki and Vasudeva. The day it was born by lumping it on the stone, turn by turn, year by year, 6 sons was killed mercilessly by Kamsa. Now Devaki was pregnant with the 7th child. Lord Vishnu called upon goddess Mahamaya and asked her to transfer the 7th child in Devaki's womb to Rohini's womb. Rohini was the first wife of Vasudeva. Mahamaya did so. She transferred the 7th child of Vasudeva in Rohini's womb, who resides in Gokul with Yashoda and Nandaraj. Nandaraj was the brother-in-law of Vasudeva. This 7th child was Balarama, who was very brave and strong. After an year, Devaki was having her 8th child in her womb. She gave birth to Krishna on midnight of Ashtami. This day is now celebrated as Janmashtami. It was raining heavily. The prison guards were sleeping. Devaki and Vasudeva prayed to God to have mercy on their child and protect him from evil Kamsa. By that time, the prison's doors opened itself. The guards were sleeping as if they were dead. Devaki hugged the child close to her heart and gave it to Vasudeva. Vasudeva took the child and rushed towards Gokul. He placed the child in basket and lifted it over his head. Vasudeva stepped in the river to cross it. The rain showed no sign of stopping. Suddenly Sheshanaga, snake with 5 heads, came to rescue Shri Krishna, spread his hood over Vasudeva and he followed him till the shore. When Vasudeva reached Nanda's house, he found that Nanda's wife Yashoda had given birth to a baby girl. Yashoda was sleeping at that time and Vasudeva had no problem in exchanging Shri Krishna with that baby girl. Vasudeva then returned to the prison. When Kamsa came to know of the birth of the 8th child, he came to the prison as usual, and as he lifted the child to kill, the girl child escaped from his hands and flew up in the sky. She is Yogamaya. Thundered, "Your death is certain, as your assassin has already taken birth." Kamsa was terrified at the prospect of his death. The child Krishna brought up at Gokula. The baby Lord Krishna grew up joyfully in the presence of cowherds at Gokula. He was dark-skinned and was the most beautiful and charming boy of the community. He was full of childhood pranks. He loved to steal butter and eat it in the company of fellow cowherd boys. He became the Prince Charming for all young girls and gopis of the community. A woman demon Putani sent by Kamsa to kill Krishna by feeding him her poisonous breast milk, but Krishna suckled and sucked her life. Kamsa sent several powerful demons in wearing disguise to search for, locate and kill the boy who escaped from the prison. Little Krishna encountered all of them, Bakasura, Trinavarta, Vatasura, Agasura, etc., and killed them all as a matter of child play. Krishna delighted the world by his Leelas. The essence of Krishna's life is he proclaimed the truth to the world, propagated the eternal varieties and delighted the world by his Leelas. When Balarama told Yashoda that he had found Krishna eating mud, Yashoda questioned him about it. In reply, Krishna said, "O mother, I am a child, a miscreant or a mudcap to eat mud? See for yourself whether there is any mud in my mouth." And when he opened his mouth, Yashoda was wonderstruck to see the 14 worlds of the cosmos in that divine mouth. She could not believe her eyes. Further, little Krishna killed a very ferocious and poisonous snake Kalya who lived in the river Yamuna. He extracted the snake from the river and danced at his hood, to the wonderment of one and all. When Lord Indra created heavy rains at Gokula because of a worship due to him was denied, at the behest of Krishna, Krishna protected the entire community by lifting up the hill Govardhana by holding at his little finger. Krishna and Gopis. Right from his boyhood, Krishna started playing flute. His music was extremely captivating. Not only human beings but animals too were attracted by his flute. When Krishna was in his early teens, his attraction to the Gopikas was divine. Their love towards Krishna was so intense that they even ignored their duty and went madly behind Krishna. Hindu spiritual masters explains that this love of Gopikas towards Krishna was the spiritual longing of the individual souls towards the divine soul. It was during this phase that Radha of Vrindavan developed a deep-rooted love for Krishna, the divine love between Radha and Krishna, which was never consummated in a marriage. Krishna returns to Mathura. When Krishna became a matured boy, it was time for him to go to Mathura and take the bull by its horns, to face his uncle Kamsa and destroy him for all his vengeful deeds. Krishna overcame several obstacles at Madhura and finally killed his uncle in a ferocious combat. He released his parents from the jail and rethroned Ugrasena as the king. Wives of Lord Krishna. Sri Krishna married 8 principal wives and had 10 sons, each from 8 different wives. It is also said that after killing Narakasura, Sri Krishna accepted 16,100 more women as wives, who were all saved from the palace of Narakasura. This reflects the sympathy of Sri Krishna for the dominated and helpless victims of the old social customs and culture. His 8 wives are Rukmini, Satyabhama, Jambavati, Kalindi, Nagnajiti, Mitravinda, Lakshmana, Bhadra. He plays an important part in the epic Mahabharata. Mahabharata includes the Lord Krishna's discourse to his disciple Arjuna during the famous battle between Kauravas and Pandavas. The discourse is known as Bhagavad Gita. Krishna's Bhagavad Gita rules as a supreme reference book of all the various paths of yoga, karma, bhakti, Gnyana and Raja Yoga for earnest seekers of Hinduism for guidance and knowledge. Shri Krishna at Dwaraka. Krishna came back to Dwaraka after the Great War. He taught divine knowledge to Uddhava, his friend and disciple, in his final days on earth and ascended to his dwelling after throwing off his body, shot at by a hunter called Jara. He is believed to have been alive on earth for 125 years. Legend has it that when a Jara shot him who mistook Shri Krishna for a deer, he was killed by an arrow through his foot. The ankle was Shri Krishna's body, one area of weakness. He peacefully embraced death. He understood his time on earth soon came to an end. Krishna's entire life was one of an sparkling display of divine play. Krishna's childhood life at Gokula and Vrindavan, where he became the very soul of all the lives of Gopas and Gopis, and his divine love with Radha continues to be the source of inspiration of Bhakti movement for the Vaishnavites. Om Bhagavate Krishna Rupaya Namaha. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to Divine World channel for more Hindu mythology stories. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.